The phenomenon of blind boxes in China still shows the trap of online dating and meeting strangers online. Besides looking for a decent job, finding Mr. Right is the other important thing for 25-year-old Shannon Yang, who's about to finish her postgraduate studies in Beijing. A shy woman whose classmates are mostly female, she decided to try a popular way to find her new romance after an unsuccessful relationship recently. Dating blind boxes. By spending 9.9 yuan on a blind box from a mini application built into the WeChat platform, she got the contact and basic information of a guy who also wished for a blind date. The application, called Human Romance Plans, focuses on university students in Beijing and helped with a pre-screening of candidates for her. So far Yang has bought 3, where there was information about the man's WeChat number, height, weight, a grade for his appearance given by himself, and a brief description of his hobbies and interests. But so far none seem to have brought her any luck. Dating blind boxes take off in China. I added them on WeChat. There was someone I enjoyed chatting with, but then he suddenly disappeared before we had the opportunity to meet each other face to face, she said. Like Yang, many of China's Generation Z are pinning hopes on those cheap but fun mystery boxes to pursue relationships as they have burgeoned in popularity online and offline. But most of them have wound up disappointed, and some have even been harassed by strangers. Hundreds of mini-apps could be found on WeChat, and searching for the phrase dating blind box or other words like matchmaker box that means similar thing. Offline, there are also stores and street vendors selling such boxes for as cheap as 1 yuan. In a store named Dating Convenience Store in a shopping center in Shanghai's bustling East Nanjing Road, roughly 1,000 bottles containing information of love seekers occupied an entire wall. Customers are charged 34 yuan to leave their information in a bottle, and another 3 yuan if they want to take one from others. The bottles are differently colored, red for men and pink for women, and categorized according to the person's star sign. Albert Kai, who co-founded the business, which now has chain stores in 4 other cities and many copycats across China, said he thought those mystery bottles are attractive to young people in pursuit of romance because on the one hand, traditional dating apps and platforms are too serious, and on the other, the idea of blind boxes has been particularly popular in recent years. The process of finding out about a stranger is fun. People are trying their luck for what we call in Mandarin yuanfen, or fateful coincidence, by paying for such uncertainty, he said. Wang Yifei, a male patron, said he wanted to have a try because it was simple and straightforward. I'm one of these who have social phobia. Starting by chatting online is much easier for me. Besides, dating websites and apps are much more inexpensive, he said. With an increasing number of singles due to a falling marriage rate and rising divorce rate in recent years, China's online dating market has expanded from about 2.7 billion yuan in 2014 to 5.1 billion yuan last year, according to Beijing-based data analysis firm Big Data Research. Prefer staying at home / dislike hanging out was the top reason those born in the 1990s said why they were single, according to a survey last year by Xinai.com, a leading dating website in China. Not always a happy surprise awaits, but blind boxes don't help much in most cases. Wang, like Yang, the Beijing student, said he never really dated anyone from the boxes except for adding a few new contacts on WeChat. And when bad luck comes, the boxes could bring someone with other purposes instead of dating. /Enlu Minli, a 22-year-old student in Hangzhou, Zhejiang province, said she bought a few dating blind boxes from a street stall at a night market one day out of curiosity, and one of them turned out to be an online retailer seeking to sell his product. I picked a few guys' boxes from a street stall. Why not, since it was just 1 yuan? And then I talked to them online, and one of them simply promoted health products to me, she said. He kept sending me shopping links and advertisements, and talked me into buying. I was so annoyed that I finally blocked him, she /N said. Privacy and other risks a concern. Yi Xinghua, director of Brave Lawyers law firm in Beijing, warned of various risks including sexual harassment and financial fraud for those who seek love from a blind box. Although it seems new and fun. When participators volunteer to put their information into the boxes and wait for someone to pick, no infringement or stealth of personal information would be involved by law, he said. However, it would be very hard for participators to hold the business owner accountable if they encounter harassment, privacy leakage, or scams during contact with the strangers they pick. They have to take the consequences themselves, he said. /N for business owners who obtain and sell the information for profit, in a bad scenario, their act can be subject to legal liability for the crime of selling an illegal supply of private information, he warned. Also, the idea of dating blind boxes could be easily imitated by criminal gangs, who could obtain citizens' private info by establishing such stores and set multiple traps to gain their trust, before tricking them out of money, he added. However, Yang, the Beijing woman, said she might keep trying, as she believed it's relatively safer to use an app for university students. /Nonly. I know the possibility is low, but there are people who really fall in love via such blind boxes, she said.